Well, we've had some guests on yesterday. We were talking about high-yield gardening. We were talking about how dangerous food is and why we should grow it here, and we're in total agreement.
And Vinny, we also talked about organic food.
Yeah.
38% of what this labeled organic food in the store is sprayed with some type of pesticide.
Well, I know, and that's why I personally, of course, I don't buy that much in a grocery store anyway, but it's why I won't go for it, because I don't trust the label.
I agree with you, Doc.
Now, on my farm, we've lived now for 42 years on a farm. We use nothing that is poison. We don't. It doesn't go nowhere.
Dr. Shealy, we don't use any poisons on our farm either. None. We pick the bugs off the lettuce.
Yeah, I just plant a little bit extra for them.
That's the way God takes care of them. He's got to take care of his creations.
And the rabbits come, but
they need to eat too.
It's okay.
We have a question from Julie in Texas. She has a 68-year-old father who has poor leg circulation. He's diabetic and slightly overweight. Do you have any natural thoughts for him?
At the top of my list for someone like him is three things. I got to D3, 50,000 units once a week.
Wait, 50,000 units.
Once a week.
Once per week.
Now, in his case, I probably would take 5 milligrams of K2.
5 milligrams K2.
And then he needs to take chromium, 1 milligram. And
is that daily?
Yeah.
Okay, and the 5 milligrams of K2, is that daily?
Yes.
Okay.
And he needs to go to the internet and look up L-arginine, A-R-G-I-N-I-N-E plus.
Okay.
And take a scoop a day.
1 scoop.
That helps circulation, and it helps clean up the arteries.
How about for congestive heart failure? Are there any natural treatments that you like for that?
Well, of course, good old-fashioned digitalis. I mean, there's a place for drugs, and that's one where you want to do it. It means that he's probably deficient in a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
CoQ10 would be at the top of my list, and I'd take 200 or 300 milligrams a day. L-carnitine, at least 1,000 milligrams. Taurine, the amino acid taurine, 1,000 milligrams a day. And, of course, if he's willing to do it, there is a circuit in the body called the ring of water. And he could get, I have a little DVD, it's only 10 minutes long, that shows you how to tap these 13 acupuncture points, because it is superb for things like swollen legs, edema, congestive heart failure. It's a water problem, because the ring of water raises aldosterone, the hormone that regulates water metabolism.
Okay, we're going to have to get that.
And we want to let our audience know that if you have any questions for Dr. Shealy during this hour, shoot us an email, usaprepares@yahoo.com, or text us, 417-200-4715.
And Mark, tell me, how on earth do you sit there and read questions while you're doing the board as well?
Well, we have a very sophisticated smartphone here, Doc. we have a great system here at USA Prepares.
I love it.
Our emails are automatically forwarded to this phone, and it's just right there. So there's no room for another computer. There's so many dials, switches, knobs, microphones, and so it lets them know. Boom, up comes the email. Vitamin C, you're a real proponent of vitamin C for everyone, aren't you?
Of course. I mean, a minimum of 2,000 milligrams a day. Now, for people who've got major illnesses, hey, I'll give them up to 100 grams a day IV. I've been doing that for 30 years. I had a man 30 years ago with cancer of the bladder the size of an orange.
Wow.
I gave him 100 grams a day IV for 2 weeks, and his bladder cancer disappeared.
Wow.
And I've never stopped giving that to people with cancer.
So are you saying that that's a first try?
That's certainly the top of my list with cancer, yes.
Okay. We've got an email from Jean in Missouri, benign moles and barnacles. And she's wondering what your thoughts are with treating that with liquid nitrogen, sprayed on by a doctor.
Well,
or just let them go.
I would put castor oil on them first. Castor oil with a Band-Aid over it. Take about a month, and that will often take them away. It's a lot safer and simpler and cheaper.
Well, I think that's A great answer to a tough question right there. We're going to take the bottom of the hour break. This is USA Prepares. I'm Mark Wright. I'm here with Vincent Finelli and world-renowned pain management expert, health expert, Dr. Norm Shealy. We'll be right back.
Here's news on the Ozarks News Network. As heat indices reach 105 degrees in some areas, the Springfield Greene County Health Department advises citizens to drink plenty of water, even if you're not thirsty. Check on the elderly, small children, and pets. An excessive heat advisory has been issued for the southwesternmost portion of the state, with a heat advisory being issued for our listening area. Dozens of hay bales were set on fire this morning. Republic firefighters and Greene County deputies were called to the blaze around 4:30 near Farm Road 174. There are no reports of injuries. Firefighters are calling the fires suspicious because of several fires in the area in recent days. And the Ozarks Food Harvest says demand is high for donations. The food bank has been drained by recent efforts to help victims of the Joplin tornado. It sent more than 100 truckloads to the tornado-ravaged community. If you're interested in hosting a food drive, you can call the Ozarks Food Harvest at 865-3411 or visit ozarksfoodharvest.org. For the Ozarks News Network, I'm Arlen Summers.
Quite hot and humid this afternoon with plenty of sunshine, a high around 100 degrees. The record is 102, set in 1974. Remaining warm and humid tonight. We'll have just a few clouds around. Lows will be between 76 and 80. For tomorrow, hot and humid with plenty of sunshine and a high around 100. Partly sunny, hot and humid, high 98 Saturday. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Heather Zare.
It's 101 at AM 560 KWTO.
When I'm in Branson, I pick up a copy of the Branson Daily Independent. It's the best read paper in Branson, with local, state, and Branson entertainment news, plus the classifieds. And business owners, advertising in the Branson Daily Independent gets results. To advertise, call 417-334-2285. That's 417-334-2285. The Branson Daily Independent. It's the best read paper in Branson, and it's free at over 300 area locations.
Professor Burke here from the University of Farmers. One of the most popular clubs here is the Farmers Shop Quartet. They're an a cappella group famous for their insurance ballads. Anyway, each singer is good, but when their voices work together, wow. It's kind of like combining your auto, home, and life policies. Combine them and you save money while also getting great coverage. I wonder if the quartet would write a song about that.
Get in touch with a highly trained farmers agent at farmers.com. We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Coverage not available in all areas.
At Advance Auto Parts, we know the economy has been a bumpy road lately, but we'll help smooth things out with amazing deals on what you need to keep your car running great. Right now, our new 5+ quarts jug of Valvoline conventional motor oil and filter are just $18.99. Plus, sign up for Valvoline's engine guarantee and get an additional $5 off through mail-in rebate. And with Advance's low price guarantee, we'll match our competitors' prices. Great prices at Advance Auto Parts. One more way, service is our best part. See store for details.
Please return to your seats. Class is now in session at usaprepares.com. Interact now by emailing instructor@usaprepares.com or text 417-200-4715. And now, Vincent Finelli and Mark Wright.
And we're back on USA Prepares. I am Mark Wright. I'm here with the original survival economist, Vincent Finelli, and we are here with world-renowned health expert and Dr. Norm Shealy. And Dr. Shealy, you're a popular guy. I just got a text from a lady in California. Her name is Karen. Had a recent 4-week hospital stay due to an unknown virus, pneumonia, and heart failure. I survived but ended up with a defibrillator pacemaker, on several drugs to shrink enlarged heart and leaky valves. Was told yesterday my cholesterol was high, 247. My doctor wants me to start Lipitor. He knows I'm against it. I'm 53 years old, a female, now 13 pounds, 5'4". Help. I guess she's 13 pounds overweight now. What do you think?
Well, number one, you couldn't pay me $1 trillion to take Lipitor.
Okay.
I think it's the most dangerous drug in the world, in all of its clones. 247 is not that bad. I wouldn't worry about it. she's been through a serious illness. Stress can raise your cholesterol within 10 minutes. And so she needs to get her health back together. I would suggest that she should be working on controlling her immune system and her total health and stress reduction. A viral infection of that magnitude is pretty serious. I would like, personally, for her to be on at least a couple of grams of vitamin C a day, a good B complex, vitamin D3, 50,000 units once a week, vitamin K2. If she's not on Coumadin, because she may be on Coumadin with some of those things, she's not on Coumadin, 100 micrograms of D3 and some CoQ10. Now, as far as lowering her cholesterol, I would put that at the top of my list. I'd put stimulating 2 circuits in the body called ring of water and ring of fire in her case, because she's got to get her adrenal glands optimal again, and the ring of fire will help that. And she could do it by tapping and massage, and she can get a little DVD, 10 minutes, that shows her how to do that, and she'll do the ring of fire and the ring of water every day and do these other things and not take Lipitor. I think she has a chance of getting well. It might take her a year.
Okay, what's the number she needs to call to get your DVD?
888-242-6105.
And what is the cost?
$10.
Okay.
Karen, you can't beat that.
Can't see the doctor for 1 minute in a clinic for for $10. Okay, I've got a question about the statin drugs. You mentioned that, and you said that they're dangerous.
Yeah, they damage your heart, muscle, great cause of heart failure. In fact, heart failure is doubled in incidence since statin came on the market. They damage your peripheral muscles, your peripheral nerves, your liver, and your brain. But other than that, they're not so bad.
Jeez. So, and statin drugs are given to people that have heart problems. What the heck? What are we thinking?
Well, the pharmacomafia is not thinking.
The pharmacomafia.
Oh, I hadn't heard that term before.
I do think the pharmaceutical industry is part of the evil empire.
Yeah. We're during the break. We were talking about some really interesting things, including estrogenic materials. Why don't we talk about that? That's fascinating.
Many of the pesticides that are used and sprayed on everything are estrogenic, and plain old dish detergent is estrogenic. So if you wash your hands in it, if you wash your dishes in it and don't get it thoroughly off the dishes, you're taking something that increases estrogen. We've got so much estrogenic stuff that's changing the gonads in frogs.
Really?
You mean as runoff?
Yeah.
As runoff from...
you bet. Our streams and lakes and everything is loaded with this junk that comes from... And it's Monsanto, which is probably the greatest part of the evil empire in the world.
Wow.
So another sponsor that's...
Yeah, off the list. No, we most certainly are not pro Monsanto. Dr. Shealy, Roz writes in, he doesn't say where he's from. What is the difference between Youth Formula and Dr. Shealy's Essentials? How can I cure athlete's foot?
Oh, well, now that's 3 different things. Essentials is multivitamin mineral.
Okay.
It's sort of a standard. Youth Formula is a combination of vitamin C, MSM, methylsulfonomethane, to help raise DHEA. So it's a very different product. Cure athlete's foot, excellent. Get the generic chest rub like Vicks Vapor Rub, but it's half price of the generic, and rub it on.
Vicks Vapor Rub?
It is fantastic.
Wow, my mama used to put that on me when I was a kid for a cold.
And for the toenails, it is the most I saw a man today, in 1 week, his fungus toenail dropped off and a new toenail was underneath it, and he's going to have to continue for at least 6 months to get it out of his system.
Is that camphor?
Yeah, it's got some camphor in it, but on the toenail, on the foot for athlete, it's safer than a drug.
Wow, man, I'm going to go get that myself. That's great.
Got a question about Alzheimer's. Boy, oh boy, it seems to be taking over. A lot of our seniors are getting it. Is this something relatively new? Because when I was growing up, I don't remember so many people having Alzheimer's.
When I was in medical school, which was before you were born practically, it was very rare. Today it is very common, and I saw a prediction yesterday that within 30 years we'll have 100 million people with Alzheimer's.
Why?
Now,
in this country or worldwide?
I think they were talking worldwide, but that's still a heck
That's
of
a lot of people. Yeah.
100 million.
And basically, obesity is the number one